Good morning children, welcome to my class. So we shall continue lesson 11, the past tense. Today we are going to do exercise F of this lesson, okay? Jina had gone trekking in Koshani. Help her to describe the beautiful scene by filling in the verbs in the brackets in the simple past or past continuous tense. Now you know what is past tense. Any action which happened in the past, which started in the past and ended in the past is known as past tense. And what is past continuous tense? Any action that happened in the past but which continued for some time in the past. Alright, that is past continuous tense. So here we have to fill up this passage with past tense, simple past or past continuous tense according to the sentences. Alright, so you see here, as I was going up the winding roads, because you have already done this work in the past, but you are going for quite some time, you have to go. Okay, so as I was going up the winding roads, as the verb is already given here, okay, go. As I was going up the winding roads, I was amazed at the beautiful scenery surrounding me. The trees were, you see the subject here, the trees. Be verb, we are going to use where here, or helping verbs. What helping verbs do we take when we frame past continuous sentences? We take was or were according to the subject of the sentence. That is according to the nouns or pronouns of the sentence. Okay, alright. Okay, so now you see here, the trees were white with snow and the mountains in the distance were looking splendid. Okay, were looking splendid because if you are on your way, you are going to see mountains and you will look for some time. Immediately you will not look and you will finish, isn't it? So you will look for some time at those splendid mountains, beautiful mountains. Okay, so you see here, the trees were white with snow and the mountains in the distance were looking splendid. I was surprised that a few flowers had bloomed even in the cold. Okay, then some birds were chirping high up in the blue sky. Some birds were chirping. Okay, we are using past continuous tense here. Okay, because the birds will chirp for some time, isn't it? So the birds were chirping high up in the blue sky and a herd of mountain goats were grazing. They were doing their work. They were grazing, which was continuing for some time. Okay, they were grazing on the slopes. Alright, then two more lines are there. One I will write down. Okay, once again I am saying, please follow. Okay, see here. Okay. As I was going up the winding roads, I was amazed at the beautiful scenery surrounding me. The trees were white with snow and the mountains in the distance were looking splendid. I was surprised that a few flowers had bloomed even in the cold. Some birds were chirping high up in the blue sky and a herd of mountain goats were grazing on the slopes. Okay. Okay children, let us continue. So now you see here only last sentence is remaining here. So it was becoming colder and darker as the sunlight faded. At last with a heavy heart I headed back to our hotel. So you write down here, it was becoming colder. It was becoming colder because you see all of a sudden it is not going to become colder and darker, isn't it? All of a sudden it will not become colder and darker. So it will take some time. Gradually, slowly the process will happen. So it was becoming colder and darker as the sunlight faded. At last with a heavy heart, I headed back to our hotel. Alright. So this is exercise F we have done. Alright. You have this one also you have to do it in your English language copies. Okay. Thank you.